The Bank of Canada cut the rates by 0.5%. Let's look at what that means to you as a home buyer. I'm Lisa Salt with Vernon Salt Fowler, and today we're going to talk about how these 2024 interest rate cuts have made buying a home so much more affordable for you. So let's look at some of the history of this year. Central Bank began cutting its rate this year in June, when the overnight lending rate sat at 5%. When the Bank of Canada cut again in October, it was the fourth rate cut announcement of 2024. So now why is that good? Well, when the Bank of Canada cuts its overnight lending rate, it impacts the interest rate charged by financial institutions on their financial products. When that rate goes up, it is generally more expensive for Canadians to borrow money. And when it goes down, it generally becomes cheaper for Canadians to borrow money. This means that rate cuts can help ease that burden of interest Canadians pay on things such as car loans, business loans, and ding, 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 mortgages. Let's have a look at the rate reductions we've experienced so far this year. June 5th, rates reduced by 0.25%, then July 24th, again, 0.25%, September 4th, you guessed it, 0.25%, and then October 23rd, finally 0.5%. And we still have one more chance before year end on December 11th for rates to potentially decrease again, and then early in the new year of 2025 on January 20th. Now, what does this mean for you as a home buyer? Okay, let's look at for every $100,000 you borrow, when the rate's reduced by 0.25%, you save about $15 a month. Okay, Lisa, that's not very much. I don't care. That's maybe 2.5 visits to Starbucks. Okay, but let's look at this for a moment. For a $500,000 mortgage, we're looking at 5 times $15 per month, which is $75 a month. Earth-shattering? Not really. A good thing? Absolutely. However, then if we're talking about $1 million mortgage, of which there are more and more of, we're talking double that, a savings of $150 a month. Okay, so that's just setting things up. Let's look at this a little bit further. For the first 3 rate cuts, we look at $15 per $100,000, or $75 for $500,000, and $150 for $1 million. Then June 5th, it was $15 again, or $75 or $150. July 24th, same, $15, $75, $150. September 4th, $15, $75, $150. Then we come to October 23rd, which was a 0.5% decrease. We double the savings, $30 per $100,000, therefore $150 for your $500,000 mortgage and $300 for your $1 million mortgage. Okay, now maybe we're getting somewhere. Let's look at this as of today. On a variable rate mortgage, theoretically, as the rates come down, your payments come down as well. That isn't always true if you're looking at a fixed rate mortgage, but we're talking about variable mortgages right now. So those mortgages move with the interest rates. So this year alone, a homeowner who already has a variable rate mortgage would now be saving $75 per $100, or $375 per month for a $500,000 mortgage since June. For a $1 million mortgage, it's double that, so $750 a month. That is good news. Yeah! Now, if you already have this mortgage in place, what likely happens is you're paying the same payment, probably, and the extra savings is going to paying off your principal. So it doesn't pay off the interest, it pays off your principal. So you pay off your mortgage faster. That's a good thing. However, let's look if you haven't bought yet. What does this do to you to increase your purchasing power? This is where it really matters. Let's look at how that works. For every $100,000 in mortgage financing you want to obtain, that costs about $500, give or take. So for $100,000 extra in mortgage, you have to come up with another $500 per month. We'll say it's $500. Now, if you can take that extra $500 that you save by not paying that on higher interest rates, you can then buy a home worth $100,000 more. Now, nowhere in our previous numbers did we talk about saving $500. However, we did speak about saving $375. So that's about that is 75% of $500. So when you're saving $370 per month on your payments, then you can obtain approximately $75,000 more to purchase a house. That's substantial. Or if you're looking in the higher end and you're saving that $750 per month, then your buying power could take you to a mortgage of $150,000 more than you could afford back in May of this year. And as I said earlier, December 11th is another rate review. The economists are predicting more rate cuts. Maybe not 0.5%, maybe only 0.25%, who knows? Either way, if there's a cut, it could get even better for you. Then another one, January 20th. Your buying power could and likely will continue to increase if we believe what the predictions are. However, there is always that fine line. When interest rates come down, the whole idea with that is they're trying to stimulate the economy. When the economy is stimulated, real estate prices have a tendency to increase as there is more demand for product. There's more demand of people looking to buy because interest rates are cheaper. Now, what is that exact moment you should buy to hit the lowest possible interest rate and the lowest possible house price? Well, if we knew that. I can't predict that, neither can you. However, what I can show you are the facts. Interest rates in 2024 have reduced since June 1st, 1.25%. Significant. That makes a big difference to your buying power. We just talked about that. I also know that no one can predict the exact moment to buy low or to sell high. In fact, watch our next video called Buy Low, Mastering the Real Estate Market, and learn why the savvy investors buy in the safe zone. And I believe right now we are firmly in the safe zone, both from a place of a price of homes perspective and an interest rate perspective. Do not let these opportunities pass you by waiting too long to pull the trigger on your purchase. If prices go up, you've negated every savings gift these 2024 interest rate decreases have given you. Think about it. Give us a call. We're happy to educate you more. Thanks for watching.